Hi and welcome to 31 art journals. So here's another art journal, and this is a store-bought book, but I repurposed. I painted on the front of the journal. So what I did initially was just to add paint, and then I created this image as well, and it says in small writing at the bottom, create the life that your heart yearns for. So I think this particular book was when I took a course with Melody Ross and Brave Girls called Soul Restoration, and that was an amazing course. So I do encourage you to go and check out the courses that they've got. I'd love to go to one of their retreats, and that's on my to-do list. So one day I will be there. So this was the journal that I used for the course. So I won't be going through too much, but it's but looking at an art journal and how you make it your own and how you do other things in it. And so for most part of this journal, because what they did in Soul Restoration was we had questions and sayings. So like on here, those desires in your heart are real, tangible things that deserve your attention. And so whatever there would be a question, I would write it in here and create imagery. So Soul Restoration was about looking at your whole life as a house going under restoration. And this is how I saw mine. It was like so you got the basement, and then you've got 4 floors, and then you got the attic, and then there was scaffolding all around. And that was the whole point of this. For me, the whole point of the course was looking at how I can change the way I look at myself. I can restore myself from the basement right the way up to the top floor. Thinking about the things that hurt me, thinking about the lies that you tell yourself, thinking about forgiveness, and thinking about who you really are, you know. And I used the journaling. I journaled, but I also drew things that then would make it more powerful for me, because for me, you know, it's about the imagery as well as what I hear and what's spoken. And this is a picture of Wonder Woman. How, you know, Wonder Woman by day, Superwoman by night. You know, how we try as women be everything to everyone and nothing to ourselves. And so this was a really, really important course for me. And I, you know, doing these 31 journals, you know, I'm so glad I did it, because I'm seeing my journals in a different way. I'm seeing them in such a different way. So I spent most of this particular journal, part of it anyway. These are just bits that needed to find a home somewhere else. Yeah, so I did use this as writing as well. And then, so one of the questions they asked, what is my truth teller telling me? So we were supposed to make these truth teller cards. I put my truths in here. What is the truth teller telling me about my ability to make better choices that lead to feeling better and ending up in a better place in my life? And I said, I need to pray daily, I need to spend time in the Word, and that God never leaves me or forsakes me. For me, my faith is really important. And my truth teller is telling me that I have wisdom, knowledge and understanding, and that I must stand on the Word and it will carry me. And the bird is saying, you are the apple of my eye. So there may be journals that have dual uses, and as I use this to just express different parts of me. So this says, I think I am growing, and that was it. And growing in my art, and I was becoming more expressive, and I was taking more risks in terms of in the, you know, like using different materials. And this is I started another course. It's funny, I started another course, so this was the start of another course. And what she did was she split up the pages into 7 days, and she wrote in it, and I tried it, but it didn't work for me. I like writing. I've got a journal that I write in, and I've got a journal, then this, my art journal, where I write and I have imagery together. So just having the writing didn't work for me, and so I tried it for a little bit, but I kind of gave up. And then I did another course in here where, again, answering questions, but I created imagery that meant something for me. So I didn't finish it, obviously. I've still got stuff to answer, things to do. So they started questions. Listen up, go outside right now, close your eyes and take note of all that you can hear in your ear. What you can hear is the singing frogs, tree frogs. Well, they're not really tree frogs. Anyway, so I did a course, and then I just started using this as creating a page, talking about my story, talking about things that meant something to me, and it's falling apart. And I just practice. Again, just practice. So, again, I did this with Mika from Motley Soul. She had a really great technique where she was using numbers and collage, and I had this image that I wanted to just add to, and so I really liked the way that this turned out. But you have to look after your pages. So again, things that I was trying, and then just nothing. Again, experimentation. So that's this book, and then we've got pages filled with, there's some stamps there. But again, these are pages that you can come back to, and there's still some questions. That says, I'm fearing. No, I am fearing, yeah. What are you fearing now? What are you fearing now? Are you fearing trying a new technique? Or you're fearing making a journal? What is it you're fearing? I was fearing, I'll tell you what I was fearing. I was fearing making these videos and that people would watch them and find them interesting. But at the end of the day, I thought, I'm going to make them anyway. I'm not going to try and do lots of editing and this whizzing across there and the music coming in and all of that. There might be music if I put some music in some of it, but I want to show you these journals because working in an art journal is a big part, still a big part of my life, even though I do a lot of other things now. This is a foundation. This is something that I'll always be doing. And having books around that I can, as I said, like a page like this. This says, draw a map of a village from your imagination. Label streets and stops. Live there for a while. I didn't do that particular thing. I did something else. But there's things that I need to revisit just to remind myself of. And so that's the joy of an art journal. These are stamps that I made that I haven't, they're, since I've just moved in my new studio, they're just sitting on a shelf and I haven't used them, so I'd like to take them out again. So I'm glad you can join me today to see this journal, because I think there's been lots of interesting things that have come from it for me. So please do subscribe to the channel. Please come back. I'm doing 31 different art journals. I've got loads more, but I thought we'd start with these and we'll work on these, and we'll see where we go. All right, so the other thing is I'm doing an art journal course. It's called Hacking the Colour Wheel, and I will put details down below. And you'll be able to make your own journal, and I'll be doing some really interesting techniques in some journals. I haven't got it here with me at the moment, but I'll be doing some really cool, I think they're cool techniques, things that I've learned along the way and I want to share with you. So please do come back tomorrow and see what journal is going to be the feast for your eyes. Take care.